on, guys. It's a trick to make us like accidentally touch faces.
Yeah.
Good morning. I don't think it's early. It's my last time.
Raise this up.
Yeah. I just had to take a shortcut on the side stage. Welcome to
Who's not awake?
Me.
Good to know.
I'll take over there. Where'd y'all come from? Anybody far away or anybody here close? France. I was just in France. I got engaged in France. It was a 4-year anniversary.
Oh.
So I'm a very lucky man, but that was in Paris.
Whoa.
It wasn't the Eiffel Tower. I heard that Tom Cruise had done that, and I was like, I don't know if I want to. And actually, a credit to the show and the word that y'all helped spread. I was getting recognized a lot in France, and now it was so strange to me. I was like, we were in the Louvre, and you know, these priceless paintings and these sculptures. And people are walking past and like pull their pictures out. I'm like, this is wrong. But I ended up doing it in the hotel room because I didn't want the moment to be like, will you take a picture of it? And go back. So we had a nice private day and massages. Great. So thank you. Yeah, good idea. I brought the shirt from set, so I'm Sam today.
The whole outfit.
I know, yeah. But I didn't borrow this. This I stole after season 1. So season 2. Belt, I think, is also season 2.
Well, with all the time we have to actually shop.
Right. And they're much better than I am at shopping for clothes, so I just sort of run into the wardrobe fair or something there from.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah. That's the person's job. Anything else? Y'all have questions? Y'all are excited to be here? Or? Thanks again for wanting us to show up.
It used to be like a camera phone.
Yeah, right.
Now we have actual video cameras in audio, which does mean that this will be on YouTube without video. So watch it instead.
So I can watch it and see how Dorothy has. That is fun, actually. I don't know what Jensen thinks about it.
I saw this thing on TV last night. I don't know the guy's name, but it was just a clip of a commercial for a show, and it was just talking about the accessibility of YouTube. And the guy says, "YouTube, bring me a farting panda." And it's on television. I love it.
Now you know that Jensen's looking at farting panda. I never found that.
That's what I do. This is what I do with my Saturday night.
I got to spend time with my family yesterday. My brother was in town, my sister was in town, so I'm really excited. And I probably smell because we stayed up late. I apologize to anybody who I will be in. Sort of smell a little bit, but I don't get a chance to see them too often. You're doing a convention of some sort, doctors, whatever they do. Unimportant.
Just saving the world.
Just saving the world. I always find it funny because I always call my brother and I'm bragging about something I'm saying, I work 16 hours. And he's like, I'm an hour 48 in the hospital. I've had like 30 minutes of sleep. I'm going, yeah, I wasn't grabbing or anything. I was just like, brother, I don't want to make it sound like I was bitching on it.
Going to surgery after hour 48.
Yeah. It's always been, when I broke my hand and I had the cast on the show, I remember I was talking to the doctor who had done my hand, who had fixed my wrist, and he was saying that he and his partner one time was like a 28-hour surgery, kind of testing. My guy had cut his fingers off on a saw, so they would go in and label all the little like veins, tags, and then sit there for 28 hours, not doing their stuff. Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Y'all are tired, and don't brag. Let me do it. I'll pass the mic to Jensen, because I'll
Thank you. Hi. No stories to tell right now.
What's that class? Can we get a spell check?
We got a pretty strong room right here in Paula.
There's my baby. It was good to see that car again, for sure.
Might have a little trouble fitting into that one.
First off, also, I know I'm passing the mic to Jensen, but I'm going to be happy that the right track finally ended. Records or YouTubes of this, so let's say, thank you again to them and getting us picked up for a fourth season. That was all.
That's really what I want to talk to you guys about. Is I want to start asking you questions. No, seriously. Like,
What do you want to know?
What do you know?
We know everything.
What happens with me? Oh, really? Do you guys, did he give you any, what?
They gonna leave.
He said don't talk.
I put in a request for that.
There's the supernatural comment box.
I'm not coming back. Have fun. Have fun.
Maybe my hours will. So you said 5 seasons, huh?
Yeah, the Daltons don't want to be more than that.
Oh, he blamed us.
I seem to recall having a very, very intimate conversation with the guy saying, I don't want to write past 5. Okay, Eric. Sounds good, buddy.
I think we've had a discussion with him before where he talks about he's afraid if we go into season 20 like Bonanza, it'll be Sam and Dean sitting down on couches going, "There's Sam!" You need to do that butt shaking thing.
I will.
Absolutely. I think,
She got to pick it up.
we just want to see it again. I want to see it.
I know you do.
I'd rather not see it ever. I'm certain that he did that. I guess I've been
Sorry,
drinking
interrupt the
overseas
microphone.
drinking.
Excuse me.
Let me turn around and... It's not a great sight. I wish it was something worth skipping. I don't know how I got Sam. What have y'all guys been doing? Supernatural's been off. What have y'all been watching? What's good?
I've been watching Reaper because they took our time.
Good to know that y'all still prefer Sam of Supernatural to Sam of... I really enjoyed the show, but I remember I was watching the first time I was going, what? Who's Sam? Is it Sam? My name is Sam.
Name is Sam, lead character, Hunt Stevens. Okay.
Okay. We just did an episode with the Hellhounds, the guys from season 1. Hellhounds or Hellhouse? AJ and Travis were back with the whole gang, people they call Space Racers, and it's a really neat episode. I don't know if Cricky talked about it.
Yeah.
It's all shot on video cams.
Yep.
So it's interesting to go and we'd shoot a tape and then we'd all go watch it and laugh and this playback thing is kind of fancy because we light it and shoot it and then go back and change. Light it, shoot it, and go back and change. It was kind of fun. Not have bars and not hit lights. It's like I forgot what it was like to actually just act and not be like finding my light and voting for the camera.
That's all you do.
I got it.
No, it was like it took us out of our element. There's a technical side of acting that kind of becomes ingrained in you for so long, and to kind of strip that away, all of a sudden you're left nothing but the lines and reacting off the characters. So it was was kind of cool. It was almost like, you know, doing theater or something. But, and then, you know, these little tiny cameras, you know, you're used to having a camera, and if you're in front of it, you kind of bring up the performance a little bit, but as soon as it goes off of you, you're like, well, unbeknownst to us in the beginning, there's cameras like high and wide, there's a camera over here, there's a camera over there, so we were never off camera. It was a constant barrage of filmmaking.
I think at 9 or 11, some strange odd number around 10. Little cameras, little head cams, and little cams that are attached and facing. It was really interesting to shoot. I really had a good time, so I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It is different, but I think they're gonna like it. It's kind of that handheld feel, which we haven't had really a lot of chances to do on this show.
That was a movie that came out recently.
Cloverfield. Which I didn't have a chance to see, but I heard it was great. So I'd like to see it, but I think they said Cloverfield, but not as shaky. I didn't see it, so I don't know what that means, but I guess it was kind of Blair Witch Cloverfield style of
You put it up on like a 50-inch and you're like,
It was also much tougher for them to hide my height when it was just a bunch of random cameras that might look down at the ground. They're like, I can't really squat. I can't really like go like this. I guess you just got to be tall. We have a girl named Brittany who's one of the guest stars, and she's about yay high, and so she's got the little camera. And every time she looks at me or Jensen, she's like this, and the ceiling is gone because all these, yeah, it's all set. So like, can you just hold it above her? So Bill was directing, and making her put the little screen down and sit there and hold it like this, and she's running around, running anything. It's pretty fun to watch. Next time, I want to be operating.
the challenge is all down.
And now Jensen has a song prepared for you.
I do. Hit it. I don't know who I'm talking to. Any questions, guys?
Yeah.
Give us something to talk about, for crying out loud. Sitting up here like puppets. Yes.
I guess a general question. So, in terms of the combat or the fighting scenes and stuff that you do you find, are they choreographed enough that it doesn't make a difference? Or when you're actually fighting women, or they're, the fembots in the Trickster episode, or things like that, is there a difference when you're interacting in a fight scene like that with a woman versus a male stuntman or actor or actress?
Well, yeah, absolutely. You want to be, guys, we get pretty physical with the fights, and I'm actually going to steal a quote that Harrison Ford said recently. He said, when they asked him, they're like, so about the new Indiana Jones, he said, so you're going to be doing all your stunts? And he goes, oh, I don't do stunts. I run, jump, and fall down. And which is basically what we do. The stunt guys are the ones that do the really, dangerous things. And but the hand-to-hand combat stuff that we do, it's choreographed out to an extent. But once you get the sound roll, the camera start rolling and stuff, it intensifies. So we always try to reverse at half speed, because as soon as the camera starts rolling, that adrenaline kicks in, and you start going really fast, and then that's when people, he broke his wrist last season. But yeah, I'd say when dealing, we normally deal with stunt guys. So when we're fighting someone, it's usually a stunt person. So they can take a crack over the head, or they're very they have a spatial awareness about them that is great for fighting with us. And usually the women that we fight are stunt women as well. So
Tougher than the stunt.
Could kick his ass.
So in turn,
not me. No, so it just depends on sometimes if we're doing it with an actor or an actress, or if we're doing it with a stunt person, kind of how full tilt we go.
Yeah, that's for my part. I would say it's not so much man or woman.
You really need this. Did you guys hear us?
Yeah.
I want the money. I like them. It's not for my money. It's not so much man or woman, but actor or stunt actor. Because like you were saying, like we kind of hinted at, the stunt women are tough as nails also, and a lot of them are like ex-fighters and trained in kickboxing and could kick my ass, and so really kick his ass. But
there was in the Changelings episode. At the very end, the mother changeling. I fling her into like some, big barrels, and then I stand her up and I do a front kick right to her chest. And it was not the actress, it was someone, and she kept going, and so, and I've been known to like knock the breath out of like Lou's son. Our son coordinator, Lou Bolo, he has a son named He's been to several stunts. He's been in a lot of stuff.
In the prison episode, he was picked up and tossed onto the table.
And this is in the, what would have been, Skin, versus he comes in the door, and he's one of the SWAT guys, and I just give him a soccer kick right to his chest, and he's sort of flying up there. Because Lou, his father, was like,
that's when he needed the microphone.
Take him hard. but I really, the lady changes. I mean, I punched her so hard that after every take, I'm like, so super. And she popped right up. She's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Anybody else? There's a hand way back there.
Good morning.
Hi there.
In the episode history spot, in the restaurant scene, when you guys are going back and forth at the same time, did it take you a long time to do that?
You know what? It didn't take us that long. I'll answer that. But I will say, it was, oh, you know what? I wish I remembered it. That'd be fun. But it was something that if we're filming at the same time, we usually get picked up in the same car every day. So we ride to work together. We'll go through our lines, go through scenes and ideas and whatever for the 45 minutes, however long it takes to get to work. And so that day, we were reading through that, and then right before the tape, we ran into his trailer, my trailer, like, hey, let's do it. Blah, 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 blah. I will say that the only reason it took a long time, you could say of the instead of the or something. It'll probably be in the outtake, because every time he'd added something, which made sense. The line that was, I don't remember the line. But correct speech was like something, of to something, but the way it was written was without the of, and so I kept on skipping the of, referring to the script. Ad-libbing.
Referring to my acting talent. No, we actually got that pretty quickly. In fact, one of the harder things about doing film or television like this is, in normal life, people talk over each other. That's just the way we compensate it. I totally agree with that. Right. We love to actually see like that. Our sound guy will, probably pull his hair out. So we have to have that separation. So when we ever do stuff like that, it's a bit tricky.
We actually just did a scene, I guess Friday, we were in the quad of UBC campus, and the scene kind of started to get heated up. So
We're natural.
Yeah, you can tell that. But the scene started to get heated up, and we found this really, I thought, comfortable rhythm of, his line takes to the next level, which I take to the next level, kind of yelling on each other. And it felt good, and it felt real, and like you said, a lot of times you're kind of getting into a heated discussion, especially if you're kind of not really listening, you're just kind of blabbing, but they were like, okay, Bob and Tommy were like, listen, note from sound, don't lose the energy, but can we break apart the line? Well, it's going to lose some energy, but I think they'll probably go through the text and see if they can make it work.
Well, you just trust your editors to edit it the way you want it to be performed. And unfortunately, sometimes you can't perform it that way. You just have to trust your editors that they will try to get it that way. I was just saying, Supernatural. When we were at that shooting at the campus, we went to lunch and we got in We driven around in a very large SUV. I don't know if you're aware.
Stacy in the back.
Makes no difference. But anyway, Jared got out of the front seat and was heading to lunch, and was a student, this young guy, with his backpack, kind of walked past Jared, looked at him, and goes, and then he was looking, and then I'm getting out of the back seat, and then he goes, and the only thing he could muster was, supernatural! I looked at our driver, Cliff, and I was like, really? That was it? That's all? That was it?
It was accurate. I mean, he was right. Yeah, exactly. There are some funny things that happen on set when we get to go out. Yeah.
We really love having you here. But we were wondering, how do you feel being here? What exactly were you thinking coming here? Are you nervous at all? I mean,
I'll speak.
You'll
notice some very large men around us. Make sure the nerves. No, this for me, and I'm probably speaking for Jensen as well, is really the exciting part of coming to the show. I mean, we're in Vancouver shooting long days and just basically waking up, going through our lines, acting, going to sleep, and we don't. I mean, we're actors. We want the flattery and the praise. We know that it's making a difference, and I know a lot of people who watch like Grey's Anatomy and CSI and stuff, which are all great shows, but a lot of them watch it just because their friends at work watch it, so they want to know what they're talking about. It's like, you know what? I hang out with 5 people, they all watch it, so I'm going to watch it myself, just so I can know what we're talking about, when we're talking about this, talking about that. But y'all are supporting us and supporting the show, and that's priceless. So we're going to go back to work this week, and we're going to have tons of faces and tons of praise and flattery and a lot of support for what we do, because it gets tough out there. And I mean, Friday, March 28th, and we're sitting out there, and it's snowing, snowmints. It's not like one knocking on the ground. And you're going, really? Work today? Like half the world would call a snow day for this. But you remember why you're doing it when you can see your faces and who you support for the show. This season? Probably this last one.
Yeah.
Probably this last one.
13.
That was a pre-cancel. Let's go over here. There's so many. I think you were almost about to shatter glass. Save the Marriott. I'm going to...
I have to tell you, you just said it, but what you do. My daughter's been sick since January 2004. She's been sick. She has not been in school. She started at 14. She's now 19. She missed her 16th birthday or 18th birthday. Next month she has to go back in the hospital. It's because of you too that she is the person she is. She has always been positive, and she loves you guys. And you are the two that keep her happy. You're the guy she dates because she doesn't. She sees nobody. She's in her room. She's got a low immune deficiency disorder from mono really bad. So she is going to be in the hospital, and she'll be sick in 2 days from being here. But we had to come because you're the ones that are keeping her sane. Thank you.
Well, you're the one who's made her.
I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but you guys are great.
What's your name?
Jamie?
Jamie. It's like, no, I'm dating.
You in the black. I think we are going on to the next bit. Is that right? All right.
It won't actually be us, it'll be cardboard cutouts. They're very lifelike.
About as lifelike as Jensen is anyway.
right, guys, thank you.